Okay, it's happening.
Yay!
We're doing it.
Look at us. We're here.
Yay.
We really hope you guys have had like a great holiday with your family. And I know we've been MIA for a couple weeks, but we also were having a great holiday with our family. So we're grateful to be back, and we're grateful that you're watching and that you choose to gather with us, because we do know that it's a choice. So thank you for taking the time to just watch our silly, nuances, because we just love what we do. And so I'm going to get us started today. And we really thought that we would talk about some real winter savers, because really in Texas, like, we're just now looking to possibly having winter. Our leaves,
I love that.
Funny.
just started falling. Like, literally, we're just now picking up leaves. And so everything is a little delayed here. So we're pretty sure it may not even last long, but that's okay. Our skin, though, has felt gas heat or heat in your home, period. And so, that sucks all the moisture out of our body, head to toe. And we're really going to talk about face today, which is why we're all three coming to you naked face, except September, who's actually covering up her face right now with something so lovely that some of you might have gotten in your stocking.
Mayor. Yes.
I'm kidding.
I
No
know
one
it's
got
the
cold,
only
right?
cold that you want, right?
It is, yes. So I'm going to talk to you real quick about exfoliation, you guys, because it doesn't matter what skincare system you're using. Exfoliating our skin with an extra exfoliator is really, really important this time of year. So just a little recap of our skin. Our pores are shaped like a V. All of this right here, it's important that we get to all of this, right? So exfoliating the top layers of dead, dry skin cells to where our products can actually absorb, and that charcoal mask that September is putting on right now can really suck all of the yuck out of that pore. So really exfoliating with one of these exfoliators I'm going to tell you about first is ideal for your skincare routine. I would encourage you this time of year, you honestly, if your skin can take it, alternate every other day or every 2 days. So microdermabrasion is one of our all-time favorites. You can go and have a professional one done, but I'm just going to tell you from my personal experience, I love having this in the shower.
Yes.
The exfoliator, the actual refined step is so lovely, and you will immediately feel the benefits. Like, this is like instant gratification in a box. And
For
so
sure.
add some water to it, like a couple of drops of water, and use about a dime size, and scrub with your fingertips, right? All over your skin, really, really good. As you're working into, like, I would do your, like, do the whole thing, right? Like, don't just stop
Even
at,
like down here.
yes, and your décolleté really needs it. So sometimes our throat area is a little bit more sensitive, and you might walk around like a redneck. If you get too overzealous, so you probably should maybe
Oh,
pull back
that's
on that one.
amazing.
But you can skip the redneck and go down to your décolleté, and then for sure do your face. Avoid your eyes. Jess is going to tell you something amazing for your eyes. And you don't need to get really super close to your lips with the microdermabrasion refined step. We have a great exfoliator for our lips that's separate. Okay, so that's step one. And step two is the pore minimizer. And the pore minimizer, you guys, this pore that's shaped like a V, our goal is to shrink the appearance of this pore. And so the pore minimizer helps to firm up and tighten the skin once it's clean. It can't firm up and tighten dirty skin, right? If it's all full and looking like this, ain't gonna work. So you really want to do this and do all these steps we're going to tell you today, and really get that pore clean, and then use your pore minimizer. And then maybe the next day you use a different exfoliator, or in 2 days, and you use our skin revealing peel. It's a glycolic acid peel, and it's invisible. It's so magical.
Woo!
I love that, don't you? Anyway, you guys, this just really, it does tingle, so do not panic. It tingles. It's supposed to, all right? And it's a very gentle glycolic acid peel that is not going to give you like red face, lots of shedding. It's gentle enough that it's going to do its job of several layers of exfoliating off this top, the dryness that gas heat is really building. And every time we go outside and it's windy and it's cold and it's dry, all those things are aiding in the dead, dry skin cells gathering faster. Okay, so these are my favorites. So you guys need them. And so if you don't have them, look at, they're in.
Do you guys remember, do y'all remember me telling you how I had a customer who thought the peel was a nighttime treatment for every night, and she slept in it?
Wow. That's
Yeah.
intense.
So I remember when it was new and we were so scared of it because we always were taught the glycolic acid was really too harsh and you really shouldn't do it, la la la, unless it's a really serious situation. Um, so it is gentle enough. I remember my friend fell asleep in hers on accident once, and the next day I was like, "Oh my gosh, do you have a rash? Like, what's
Did
wrong?"
your face fall off?
She said, "Oh, girl," she said, "Girl, I look good." So
Yeah.
we do not recommend that you do that, but don't be afraid of it. There's no downtime. So do you guys both use both of those? Just personal question.
I do. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
I love
too.
them. They feel so different. Like I'm with
different.
Maria. I like the microderm in the shower, and then the facial peel to me was like it's kind of magical. Like when she's like, "Girl, I look good," because I'm like,
Yeah.
"How can this?" You just like put it on, leave it on. It feels like a
Yeah.
lotion, but then it
Yeah.
feels so soft. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing how soft it makes your skin
I
feel.
remember a friend, like I have a friend that's an advanced esthetician, and there was like I was going through something and I was like, I just don't feel pretty. I'm just like, I'm having issues. And she said, "Oh girl, we need to get you in to just do a bunch of exfoliation." Like it is a smart like go-to for, sometimes we just don't feel pretty. And it's just like Marie said, that dead skin is building up, right?
Yeah,
So
just gotta get rid of
I
it.
know it's hard to.
Before my turn is done, real quick, 58 retail, 68 retail. So worth the money, you guys. They last for months, so you're gonna have them for months. And you just said that September. Oh, and you guys, if you're purchasing other skincare from us, it ain't working as well as it could unless you're doing some of this.
Mhm.
So there's my plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
definitely talk to your Mary Kay girl about your skin type and how often you do it and all of that. Definitely not every day. But every other day is really smart, Maria. I'm glad that you brought that up. That's technically off the record. Don't tell Mary Kay we told you guys that, but we know because we use it and it's true. It really does work. So yay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I'm talking about the charcoal mask today. Yay. No, it's hard to take me seriously with with the way I look,
Actually, you look
but
great.
I look so great. You guys
You
know
do.
I have this goal of creating a trend that we wear this everywhere because every time I do this at a facial or a fun Mary Kay party, I just literally think everyone looks so pretty. I think it makes your eyes pop, especially blue eye and green eye girls. It's like, wow, your eyes are gorgeous. So I think it'd be a great trend. I don't know. We did have a fun challenge. We did once as leaders in Mary Kay where some of our friends wore their charcoal mask for days. I
Yeah,
don't
that was
recommend
fun.
that.
I
That
wore
was
it to the
fun.
baseball field. I got a lot of looks.
That's hilarious. So I'll just remind you guys just a couple of quick things about our charcoal mask. I know we talk about it a lot, but just be reminded, don't be tempted to buy some other brand or just grab something cheaper or whatever. This is bentonite mineral clay, high-end quality mineral clay. This is activated charcoal. It is porous. God made it to not absorb, but adsorb. It literally pulls out toxins, pollutants, anything in your pores that does not belong, excess oil. It will make your pores look smaller because it's pulling junk out to shrink that pore like Marie talked about, and therefore that extra oil or whatever junk is not stretching it. So when you're looking for smaller pores, all of these things are a part of it that we're sharing today. And so you guys, if you're not on the skin cycling that we trained on a couple years ago, ask your Mary Kay girl or comment here and we'll re-explain it. Like, what is skin cycling? It involves using these things in a very specific regimen, something different each night that's really working with your skin's natural benefits. So keeping your skin clean and fabulous. And I won't put it on now because I'm letting my charcoal mask set. But the next thing I want to talk about is the Moisture Renewal Gel Mask. These are often put together as a dynamic duo. They're what do they call it? Set?
Multi-masking.
Besties, I think.
Oh, multi-masking? What?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think
I
they
don't know.
call it multi-masking.
Oh,
Mix
okay.
and
Well,
mask is what's in the catalog. It says mix and mask.
Oh, there you
mix
go.
and mask. So they pair. And why do they pair them together? Not just because they're trying to sell more products, but because honestly, we use them together. Those of us that use these products all the time. I personally use this Moisture Renewal Gel Mask every day. It doesn't say that. I'm just telling you my personal experience. I use it every day this time of year. It cannot hurt you. It's very gentle. In fact, when one of my daughters was going through like hormonal tween stuff when her body was changing, we have really sensitive skin in my family and everything burned her face except this. So she used it as moisturizer. Isn't that interesting? But y'all remember, if you don't own it, it's so good. Look, it is just a light pink gel. And so when it goes on, it's clear. So it's not what you think of as a mask, but it is scientifically a mask. And so you don't put it on under your makeup or anything. But when you first wake up, if you're like, ooh, I'm looking kind of rough or my skin's really dry, put it on, go have your cup of coffee, go do something else, and then splash it off before your makeup or sleep in it. So this is going to suck out all the yucky stuff, and this is going to make sure you replenish the hydration your skin's missing. So those are my faves this time of year. You guys, let's do all these on our skin this week. Okay. So this is why we want to share with you. And then Jessica is going to talk about the next thing that we do in this routine.
Okay,
Yes.
and wait, before Jess talks, just remember, it's not really you that's looking in the mirror that you're saying you look kind of rough, but when you go to eat your coffee and your husband says you're looking kind of rough, you might want to go grab the gel mask.
Oh, I'm sure Doug would never say that.
Oh no, not Doug.
Oh,
I think I might throat punch Mark if he said that to me.
that's
Well, see,
hilarious.
we sit on opposite sides of the couch, so it's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Especially if he said that before I had my coffee. I'd be like, babe, do you know me at all? I cannot
Yeah.
handle.
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Okay, so I'm going to feature first our Naturally Oil. This is getting a makeover in packaging soon. The product itself will stay exactly the same, but we're shifting the packaging soon. So don't freak out if the next time you order it, it looks a little bit different. We promise it's exactly the same. We're tweaking the packaging as we do. We update things and that kind of thing. But I'm so glad this is staying, and so don't panic. It is sweet almond oil and is it sesame oil?
Sesame,
And why am I
olive.
blanking on all the oils?
Olive. Yeah.
Olive.
Mhm.
Yes.
Olive.
And so, but it's all natural. And I love this. I think it's one of our most versatile products. And so I love things that are multitaskers. And so it comes in a little dropper, and I'm just going to put a few drops. And I tend to have oily skin, so don't be afraid of it when you have oily skin and it says oil. So I love to pat this on like this, like before I go to bed. If I do one of the exfoliants like Marie talked about, or the charcoal mask, I like to put this on and then the gel mask to sleep.
Ooh, good.
So it kind of like locks in the moisture. You probably could mix them together, but I like to just kind of pat them on gently like this. I also love this on my nail cuticles and like the tips of my hair, because everything gets drier in the winter. And so my youngest has curly hair and her hair loves moisture. So we always also put some of this in Alyssa's hair. I also put a couple drops in my body lotion. I will put this on dry skin anywhere. So if I ever get like a rash anywhere or anything like that, then this is my go-to, that I just do a couple of drops and kind of pat it in, and then I'll like seal it in with another moisturizer too. So I love the Naturally Oil. And then I also love our hydrogel eye patches. So these are one of my go-tos with what Marie is describing, that when you wake up in the morning, or September, I guess we all described it. Wake up in the morning and then you're like, oh my. And so this goes under your eye. There's a pointy side, and you put that towards your like towards your tear duct. And then you put the other like under your eye, but it kind of just sits there. And they're pink and sparkly. And I often do these. I'll either do them at bedtime, like if I'm watching a movie or reading a book for a little bit, I'll leave them on. I do recommend not sleeping in them because they'll be like all cattywampus, unless you just like lay there like a princess. I don't. And so they will move when you rub them with your face on the pillow, and then you'll have like one in your hair and one on your husband. So, but I'll put them on while I'm like just drinking, a glass of wine and chilling, watching a movie or something like that. Or in the morning is when I wear them most often. When I wake up feeling like I need another step, I'll wear these as I drink my coffee, or even head to the gym. I'll wear them as I drive there, or sometimes when I just walk in too. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those mornings.
Marie, don't you wear those to your workout in the morning?
Yeah, Marie does.
Almost always. Yeah, I put them on with my coffee. I just leave them on because they're not dry yet, and I don't want to.
I love, like, have you guys ever taken the box and read the list of ingredients? Have you ever done that?
It's like a fruit salad. There's like so many.
No, it's so cool. Like, there's no words. There's no big chemical words. Like, it's just fruit and vegetable juice. Like, it's so cool. But there's a lot of them.
Right. And that like the hydrogel is like this material. And so it just holds that in. So when you put them on, they'll feel kind of slimy. which you can wipe them off if you're like a texture person and you don't want them to feel so slimy, but otherwise they just feel so soothing, and then they soak in, and then after you leave them on a little while, when you go to peel them off, they aren't quite as wet. So all that goodness has gone into your skin. And sometimes you think about like, if you add more moisture to your eye area, it will get more puffy, but this is the right extracts and botanicals that it helps soothe that puffiness and helps brighten your eyes and helps with like lines and that kind of thing too. You can also put them all over your face. You can put them like here, you can put them here to get some of that extra intense hydration and those nutrients to other targeted areas of your face too. So I love these. You definitely need these, and these come in, they're $40 for 30 pairs. And then the oil is $50, and this will last you a while too, because again, you're just using drops. Make sure you put your lid on and don't let your toddlers just play with this, because it is precious.
And pro tip,
it is edible though, so you can eat
for
it.
some reason you spill it on your counter, you just sit on it and you rub around.
Okay, just slather it on.
No, for real, do not waste that.
You just never waste it.
Oh no, man.
Don't
Worst
waste it.
case, put it in your coffee and drink it. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's certified all natural, so.
And I actually leave my eye patches in the refrigerator.
Do you?
Ooh.
I do. They're a really great cooling treat in the morning when I get up, because of course, hello, I had smears on all of you. So yeah, I need extra.
That's really
but I
good.
loved, like,
Yeah,
I
ours
remember when
is
they were
kind of
new though, like I
cool.
have a friend that was like 28, y'all, and she wore them, and I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna tell anything, because it does fill in some fine lines, which she didn't have any, but we did it on one eye and took a picture, and like her dark circles from being a young mom were lighter on the side. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
It is.
You're
Love
just
They're very cool.
falling down. Yeah.
A little slippy, but
Mine always do
let
too.
them back up.
Which is good while you're like at home before I actually get to camp with them on, because once I get to my workout with them on, I don't want them to slip around, but I do still run and stuff with them on because they're dry enough and they stick there until they're literally dried out. Like I just will not take them off until they're dry.
Till they're
My
like
friends
a
always
snake
laugh.
skin. And then she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
I love it.
that's
Well,
awesome."
You guys, we're not talking about the biocellulose mask today, but I gotta say, like, it is the whole face version of the eye patches, and it is on the pricier end, but let's always have perspective of the level quality of our products, the safety on our skin, and then also who our competitors are that has any like halfway of that quality of an ingredient. And I'll tell you, with those biocellulose masks, ours is a third of the price as our competition for what it is. And you put the whole thing on your face, and we're talking some serious filling in of lines that will last a week usually. Really, really great. So that's a Korean inspired. So that would be something else that we're adding. We're not adding officially to this video because we don't have time, but we're definitely telling you it's something that we do. In fact, we all have leadership conference together. The three of us were so excited in just about a week and a half. And we will bring them with us to the hotel, and we do it together at night because why
Yay.
not? We need it. So
Amen. Amen.
all right. Love you guys. Thank you for being with us. Marie, you want to close us out?
You guys, it was a blast. And of course, today is the last Monday of 2024.
Woo!
And we're really, really just praying that you thrive in 2025 in every way, shape, and form that you are looking to. Because that's the beauty of a new year, is it's not really about necessarily resolutions or whatever, but it is about figuring out what brings you joy. Like what does create a thrive lifestyle for you? And so for sure in our house, even my husband, who's not the, most glass half full guy, I am pummeling him with, we're going to thrive in 2025, dude. And he's loving it.
Good. I'm so glad. That's awesome.
We'll see you next Monday, you guys, and kick off 2025 together.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.